How's it going, guys? The other day I asked for questions on my Facebook fan page and my Instagram, and you guys came through with an incredible amount of incredible questions. So I'm going to go ahead and try and answer as many as possible. Let's get into this. What's in your camera bag as of 2015, asks Evan Davidson. I actually recently got a new camera body, lens, and microphone, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a flip. Boom. That's me. Hold on. There we go. 70D Video Mic Pro. It's a good setup. Nathan Tippett 2, and I'm sorry for mispronouncing all of your guys' names, asks, what do you want to be when you're older? And right now, I'm at a crossroads. I'm going to school, doing marketing and studying art on the side, but I also really like this. So hopefully I can combine the two and keep making YouTube videos for as long as possible. Maybe explore the corporate world of marketing, but who knows? Who knows? How many times a day do your friends tell you that filming their every move for a day in the life is annoying? That's an excellent question. First of all, I'm very careful with when I film. If anything is personal or whatever, I turn the camera off, don't even worry about it. And when I do have to film, my friends are super understanding. And also, you know, they like being in YouTube videos. So even if it's annoying in the short run as I'm getting in their face with my camera, they appreciate it in the long term, seeing their face on the YouTubes. So, you know, I have awesome friends though. Brother Owen asks, have you seen Mark Gonzalez well in New York before? Yes, I actually saw him like 2 months ago in the streets of Soho, and I awkwardly introduced myself and shook his hand. It was embarrassing, but I had to do it. I fanned out a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. High Skates asks, favorite thing about living in New York? I'd have to say just riding through the streets on my skateboard, just cruising, ollieing over curbs, random obstacles you just stumble upon. It's the best thing in the entire world. So thankful to be able to live in New York and do that. Nick Sully, if you had to be any food, what food would you be and how would you want to be eaten? Ooh, that's a tough one. Do you want to be eaten or do you want to not be eaten? If I didn't want to be eaten, I'd be something gross like mushrooms. I'm not a big mushroom guy. But if I wanted to be eaten, I'd be something like a bag of cereal because, first of all, in cereal, if you're like a little flake, you have so many friends around you and you're delicious. So win-win for everyone. Dylan Brown Skate asks, any wish to become pro? Honestly, I think the term as like a pro skateboarder has changed so much over the years. It used to be about proving yourself and putting out multiple video parts and doing this and that. And now it's kind of just about being marketable. And honestly, like, I don't really care. Like, I am very happy with where I am, just having a couple sponsors to work with and just having fun on a skateboard. I'll always want to skateboard and have fun with it, but having to do it for a living, like exclusively, is kind of terrifying. So I'm gonna say no to that. No, I don't want to be pro. Omar DLT01 asks, what are your career goals? My career goals are, one, to always be able to wear plain t-shirts to work every day, whether it be working at my house or working for someone. I love the casual wear, as you guys may know, as you definitely know, and wearing a suit just seems so sad. And, you know, it's fun wearing a suit and you feel really fancy, but I don't want to do that every day. Second, I would love to freelance and just set my own hours, be able to take the day off if I wanted to, and just really work as hard as I want to, but not be overstressed and enjoy my job. Ultimate career goal is just to enjoy what I do. And right now, I really am. M. Kurtals asks, future plans, video parts, how are you? So a lot of questions. Yes, I have future plans. Yes, I'm good. And video part, yes, I am working on a video part right now for the next Revive video, dropping sometime in the next year, year and a half, at some point. I don't really know when it's coming out, but I have about 4 minutes of street footage right now that I'm sitting on, and I hope to just keep building and getting it better and better and cutting out the bad stuff and just hopefully I can have a really solid part by the time the video comes out. Nick Gonzalez asks, things that annoy you while skating besides getting kicked out and people getting in your way. And a little like smiley face emoji. You can't see that, it's okay. Two things. One small thing is people that wear headphones at crowded skate parks and get in your way because they can't hear you yelling to move. Empty skate parks are one thing, but when it's packed, you should take out your headphones. And my biggest pet peeve in all of skateboarding is people that get angry. And I understand when you're trying a trick for 3 hours for your video part, you're busting your butt, you're in a lot of pain, like, yes, you might get angry and lose it, and I totally understand that. However, there are people that just have a casual session on a Sunday afternoon around the skate park and they just get pissed off because they can't land their trick first try. And that really, really bothers me because, you know, skateboarding is a hobby for all of us. We're all doing it for fun for the most part. And if you're not enjoying it, if you're not just like smiling and having a great time, like what's the point? Like you're getting pissed off doing what you're supposed to love. I don't get that. So try not to get angry. Just enjoy your time and understand that even if you're not killing it one day, like you're still just hanging out at a skate park having a great time, and That's what we all need to be more aware of. Chris Valerdi asks, did you ever dislike skateboarding to the point where you wanted to quit? Short answer, no. Long answer, there are times when skateboarding is really, really awesome, and there are times when I'm a little bit tired of it. And if you skate every single day, it can get boring, I'm not gonna lie. So honestly, being in college and having only the time to skate every couple days makes it the best thing in the entire world. And I've talked to other people about this. When you can't skate as much, you really start to appreciate it every time you go out skating. And that's the best thing ever. Because if you take it for granted, like, what's the point? Tommy Boke asks, what do you use to edit your videos? I'm not proud of this, Tommy, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I still use iMovie, and it works great. XXChanceXX asks, I know this is a Q&A video, but put in a picture of a cat right now. Fine. This guy asks, what is your dream sponsor besides pretzels? Ooh, that's a great question. My dream sponsor would probably be like a tinfoil company, because then I can eat all the peanut butter jelly sandwiches I want and not have to worry about transporting them because I have so much tinfoil. That'd be sick. I could also make tinfoil swords. I have a lot of options. I'm gonna add to that question, also an airline sponsor would be pretty cool. BR Cutie Guyman asks, in one of your day in the life you tried meat for the first time. In your recent road trip video you said you were vegetarian again. Why did you change back? Okay, full story of my vegetarianism. I was actually raised vegetarian, my whole family is vegetarian, and I wanted to try meat so I could decide for myself whether or not I wanted to remain vegetarian. Maybe I was just being a rebellious teenager, who knows. I tried meat for a month, I had my meat month. I tried all kinds of meat, chicken, steak, whatever, all of it. And I decided in the end that I'm much happier as a vegetarian because it's cheaper, healthier, and I'm used to it. Like, honestly, the taste of meat is something I would have had to get adjusted to, and what's the point? I'm really happy being vegetarian, so I'm gonna keep it that way. 14 Maxi asks, when you were 13, did you ever get made fun of for wearing a helmet? Let's change this question to, do you ever get made fun of for wearing a helmet? Yes and no. If you ever read the comment sections of my videos, of course people are going to say mean stuff about the helmet, but also they're hiding behind the computer screen. It's anonymous, they don't care. I totally understand that. Internet hate is fun, awesome, and I highly encourage it. So, leave your helmet hate comments. And yes, people will say stuff behind my back, and I hear about it from other people, but the craziest thing about this is I very rarely, maybe like 2 or 3 times in my entire life, has anyone ever said anything about the helmet mean to my face. People don't have the balls to say mean stuff to your face. They say it behind my back, but who cares? Honestly, like, I'm really happy with wearing a helmet because I get to fall and not worry about it if I hit my head. Other people don't have that luxury. So keep doing what you're doing, and regardless of whether people say stuff, who cares? Who cares? Daniel Raw asks, are you ever going to move to Ohio or California? I really love going to Ohio and California for trips to see friends, and the scene in California is just incredible. But I'm not a big fan of driving, and I really like New York City. I could definitely see myself ending up in New York, just living there. That'd be super sick. Matt Sanchez 17 asks, favorite film you have made or photo you have took? Probably this one of Doug Disotels is my favorite photo, and favorite video is my last video part, I guess. That took 2 or 3 years of filming. No, 3 or 4 years of filming, and a lot of effort, so I'm proud of that for sure. The original B Klusk asks, what is your favorite band and favorite album by them? My favorite band and album changes on a daily basis, but right now, Whitest Boys Alive, Dreams is just the sickest thing ever. But other couple bands, I have my Spotify open. I'm gonna recommend 2 other bands to you. Look up Bella and Sebastian, listen to the new album, and TV Girl is just the sickest thing. TV Girl might be my favorite. Devin Stefano asks, how many tricks have you landed without a helmet? A good amount, actually. There were times in middle school and high school when I was just not really into helmets, susceptible to peer pressure, and just took short breaks. So I've skated a decent amount with that one, but in the end, I'm just like, that was a dumb idea. I'm just going to stick to wearing a helmet, and right now, helmets are good. Helmets are good. Guitar Mitev asks, can you talk about what you were doing when injured? I've only been injured once and had to take a long-term break, and that was when I smashed my face and had to take 3 months for the root canals to heal up. During that time, I really got into skate photography, so I'd still go out with friends and just take a lot of photos. And then when I wasn't taking photos, I was reading a lot of books and watching a lot of movies. I realized I never really talk about movies in my videos, but I watched a good amount of movies. If I had to recommend one thing to all of you guys, Life Aquatic, Wes Anderson, is amazing. Just Portuguese David Bowie soundtrack. It's a good time. And this is my last and final question. X Rising asks, since you're in college, has it been harder to film and come up with different ideas for videos? Filming, yes, I definitely have a little bit less time, but coming up with video ideas has actually been much, much easier. Not because of me, but because of who I've been hanging out with. Just hanging out with ambitious, creative people, always pitching me video ideas, helping me brainstorm, helping me write. Super helpful, and that is just taking my videos to the next level personally. Stuff like Central Park skateboarding never would have happened if I hadn't met the right people, and I'm really fortunate to have. So if I were to turn this into like some life advice, I would say surround yourself with great, ambitious people, and you will rise to the occasion, always. All right, that seems like a good place to stop. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to see another Q&A video, if your question wasn't answered, leave a comment down below, and I'm going to use this comment bank as my questions for the next one, and I'll answer it if it's a good question. So ask your best questions, and I will see you guys eventually. Peace.